Happy, what's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Namaste, of course. Of course, of course. Um, Come on in. Let's see who's coming in here. Give me a second here. What's up? What's up? How are y'all doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. Let's come on in here and talk about some stuff. Huh. Did I do it? Did I say namaste? Namaste. Today is January 24th. And it's been an interesting month. It's almost over with, about 7 more days. But how about those Cowboys? Any Cowboys fans out there? They've been dragging them through the mud. Peace, Faith, how are you? Peace, Tosh, what's going on? What's going on? Tosh, you were the one who asked me about magic squares, right? Isn't that correct? Give me a shout out if you did. Because I think I might have something for you. A second here. Yeah, I do. No, this is not it. Greetings, Kit and Caboodle. You don't follow football? Peace, Brandy. You typed in conscious co-creator? That's a new title. I've never considered, well, I've never been referred to that way, a conscious co-creator, huh? That's crazy. That is so crazy. But glad you came in though. Hitting Caboodle. Glad to see those Cowboys fail once again. Now, I know everybody doesn't follow football, but you know, somebody asked me recently why I don't advertise. Like, I rarely advertise my products, every once in a while. I don't really talk about my classes, not really. My teachings, my tarot readings, I don't really advertise. And the reason is, and this may sound a little arrogant, but it is what it is. Have you ever seen a Bentley commercial? Have you ever seen a Rolls Royce commercial? Okay. If we was to talk about crack, there were no advertisements or commercials for crack, and yet and still it destroyed entire neighborhoods. Okay. Sometimes the best advertisements are from word of mouth, right? I totally believe that. Okay. Dope sells itself. And like I said, that may sound arrogant, but it's the truth. You know, those ones who sit around and advertise constantly about how good they are, how powerful they are, those are usually the weakest people around. Okay. I would advise to steer clear of them. I just wanted to get that out the way first. That's why I don't advertise. Okay. Like I said, sounds a little arrogant, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Now, one of the spells I wanted to give y'all the other day, I didn't get to because, of course, people started asking for specific spells. Okay, but no, I think it was to get your partner more compassionate or passionate. That was one of the ones. Right, right. Tosh, you haven't seen a commercial for it? Have you ever seen a commercial for a Chinese food store? So, yeah, that's the reason why. I don't feel the need to. I've built my brand up. It's taken some years, but I built it up. So I have a whole lot of repeat customers, both with the store, with the services, you know, and the classes now, a lot more people are taking them. You know what I mean? So dope sells itself. Plus, I'm a Virgo and we just do not do that. So um let's see, make make your partner more passionate in bed. This is what you do. Now, ready for this? You might want to write it down, but it's not real detail. Okay. First thing you do, it's mainly for women. Okay. But I'm sure men can use this as well. So you write his name on a red phallus candle. Okay. A dick candle. They have those. Trust me, botanicals have them. They have a fully erect penis candle. You get some musk oil, and you stroke it 9 times. That's a hell of a spell, huh? And then you let it pass through the smoke of the musk incense. So you need a red phallus candle, you need musk oil, and you need musk incense. Okay. You light the candle once a day, letting it burn about a half an inch each time. All right. Half an inch each time, every day. Okay. Remember, as it's burning, think about your partner or the end result as often as you possibly can. Okay. So when the candle is finished, you wrap it in a piece of red satin and keep it under your bed for 1 month. That is to make your partner more passionate in bed. I'm mighty quiet today. Did everybody get that? Is everybody still here? Yeah, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Don't forget to do that. There's a lot of nonsense going on in media. It's unplugging once in a while is a great thing to do if you can do that. If you can tear yourself away from TV and social media. I know a lot of people who take social media breaks. They come back and they are totally refreshed and really loving it. You know, more positive. You see what I'm saying? It's draining, especially Facebook. Okay, it's draining. It's very. I think honestly, it's one of the worst inventions that was ever made. You know. Um, did y'all hear? Oh, you're writing it down? Okay. Did y'all hear about, I guess she's a rapper. Her name is Doja Cat. Did y'all hear about Doja Cat and what she wore? To, I guess it was some kind of fashion week or something. So I want you to take a look at this picture. If you have not seen Doja Cat, I barely know who this woman is. That is Doja Cat. Okay. Um, all I can say is wow. You know what I mean? What is does can anyone take a stab at what you think she's dressed as? What's going on, Sharon? Welcome. I knew I would get a couple different answers. Thanks for answering, Faith. Um, but when I see this, the first time I saw it, I was like, why is she dressed as a blood clot? Because if you look, take a look, hear me out, hear me out. Remember, I see things differently all the time. Yeah. I see things immediately. Does this not look like a blood clot? What she had on? I think this is just my opinion. Just keep that in mind. I think she's dressed as a blood clot. The reason I say that is because of everything that's going on. They love to mock the masses. Okay. Now, what are people dying from right now? There's a lot of people going out right now. All right. Going out. They go out from heart attacks and strokes. What causes that? Yeah. Could be just me. That's what I see though. I see they're always mocking the masses. Remember, these people are only puppets. That's it. That is it. They've got to do what their masters tell them to do. I don't know, but this reminds me of Lady Gaga's meat dress. Lady Gaga's, I don't even know. Okay, now I gotta see that she said that. Lady Gaga meat dress. Huh. What the fuck? You know what that looks like? That looks like decomposing flesh. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Lady Lorraine says she looks like a red Fifth Element character. Right. My point, though, is that they're always mocking everybody because this is what they do, because they know people don't catch on to shit. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm always stressing that you should have a spiritual sight, because I saw this right away. You know what I mean? When you have an amount of spiritual sight, you'll spot stuff like that immediately. I'm not saying that I'm the only one who saw this. I'm just saying that's what I saw immediately. I'm like, wow, mockery. And no matter what they're saying, there are a lot of people going out right now. They're not reporting it. So I just thought that was interesting. I'm gonna come back to that. She was sitting by Kylie Jenner and she wore a lion. She wore a lion? Huh. Are we talking about Doja Cat or are we talking about Lady Gaga? Should I look that up too? Kylie Jenner. She one of those Kardashians, right? That looks like, yeah, a meat dress. That looks like decomposing flesh to me, or just raw meat. Oh, this was 13 years ago. Okay, okay. Crazy, crazy. Because you know what else? In the society that we live in now, everything is attention based. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Did y'all hear? And I'm not going to stay on the subject, but did y'all hear another celebrity says she like to get, it's trending right now. It's viral. Um, Young Mommy is her name. She says she likes golden showers. It just does something to her. You know what a golden shower is, right? And for that, we do a Dora pause. It's getting worse, y'all. It's just getting worse. Kylie Jenner, she wore a big line on a black outfit. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the correction. I don't know these people. I really pay very little attention to them. Young Miami. I had it written down as Young Mommy. She wore a big line on a black outfit. The R. Kelly special. Right. Not only do they need to, but here's the bigger picture. Not only do they need to keep things private, but there's an influence on whether people get it or not. These celebrities influence the majority of people. They're big influences. If you're on Facebook and there's a celebrity about Biaki or any celebrity, go and look at how many likes and comments there. These people will argue with each other about these celebrity lives. They do it all the time with Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? So they have a certain amount of influence, especially young people. See what I'm saying? Don't think that a lot of people are not paying attention. They are paying attention. That's why they are the way. Only here are celebrities worship like gods. Only here. You know what I'm saying? So for her to say something like that, it's trending, it's viral. It's also very unfucking hygienic. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn who makes it popular. It's unhygienic to do something like that. Okay? China Master helps with weird fetishes. China Master. I've not heard of that. Never heard of that. But I'm going to keep that. I'm going to look that up. I'm definitely going to look that up. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not going to stay on that. But then we have one. I was supposed to give y'all one called for binding a troublemaker. Did I give y'all one for that the last time? I think I might have said this one, the last live, to bind a troublemaker. Somebody help me out. Did I give y'all bind a troublemaker one? Waste is waste for a reason. Oh, okay. Okay. She's Mahavira. I still don't know how to say that. So she's a Hindu deity. Okay, I got you. All right. I'm sure I did, but in case I didn't, give y'all the bind a troublemaker. Okay. The best time to do this one is when the moon is waning. So you can do it whenever. But while the new moon is going into or after a full moon and is waning. Okay. You need a cauldron or a black iron pot or something like that. These are not hard to find. Okay. Cauldrons. All right. I think I might have them on my website. I might sell that. Okay. Even the little small ones, they're really small. Okay. You need 2 black candles. 3. I'm sorry. You need 3 black candles. Okay. And you need protection or binding incense. Maybe I would say dragon's blood incense. Okay. And you need basil and elderflowers. That's all you're going to need. All right. Y'all said I didn't give it, so I'm gonna give it again. So you situate the cauldron between two black candles with a third black candle opposite you on the far side of the altar or your table or whatever you're using. Okay. Have that incense burning and have the names of your enemies written on a small piece of parchment paper. Remember, parchment paper is the best for like writing petitions on. Parchment paper or paper bag, which is what, that's hoodoo. That's what slaves use. Okay. Okay. And if the names are not known, if you don't know the names, just write all my enemies. You sprinkle basil and the elderflowers into the cauldron, and you say, bubble, bubble, cauldron, bubble. Burn the evil, destroy the trouble. Okay. You take that central candle and you ignite the parchment paper and you drop it into the cauldron. Okay. I'm sorry, you also need a wand. If you don't have a wand, you can use your right finger, your dominant hand. Okay. Stir the air above the cauldron while you chant. Darkness ended. Control is done. Light has come. My battle's won. Okay. You take the ashes and the herbs outside and you throw them up to the winds and the moon. That is to bind a troublemaker. Did I write that down? Did y'all get that one? I'm pretty sure I gave that out the last live. Maybe I didn't. By the way, it rained so much today, this morning here in Texas. It rained so much. I thought I was going to try and find an ark. I thought that was it. I was going to, I swear it was. And then by around 3 o'clock, it vanished and the sun came up. I'm like, wow, here they go again. But it rained a lot, like stormy, and it got cold again. Got down to the 40s. Yeah. I knew winter wasn't over with. I knew it. I knew it. Society has made unhygienic behavior acceptable. I'm going to go back to that real fast though. Okay. You had the current trend, Glorilla and her dookie stains. Did y'all hear about that? What do I think about Nana Sin's gate? Tosh was not going to let me forget that one, huh? All right, let me see. I have it here somewhere. What I was going to do, I was actually just going to give you the book, Tosh. I guess you want the, let me see. I guess you want me to, I have a book. Okay. Because like I said last live, I'm not well versed on magic squares. Let's see. There we go. I found it. All right. This book is called The Book of Power. Give me a second. Let me share my screen. Idris Shah. Kabbalistic Secrets. Okay. Look at the very first spell they give you. to overcome enemies of every kind. You write this square, which follows you, on white cloth with red or black color, done at the new moon. Here's the entire instructions. You carry the spell with you. It is better sewn to the clothing in the region of the heart. When it is desired to overcome enemies, the word icon is to be spoken with the head to the east and twice again to the north and west. This is the square right here. This is the entire square. Okay. To be revenged upon one that has done you hurt. Risino 7 times to the points of the compass when you are alone and after nightfall. Then take a blue wood pen and write this square upon a dry triangular leaf. And that's the magic square. When the leaf is complete, it must be burned in a lamp flame, which has not been out for more than 3 hours at a time. And there must be no other person within 300 paces of you when you work. It's best to do this in a place where no person visits, and always to carry with you a quantity of black cord tied around your right arm. Okay? You got to understand something about spells like this. You are going to have to improvise because they were written during a time where society didn't look the way it does now. Okay? They were written for the times in which they were in. So you're just going to have to improvise. And I can provide that book for you, Tosh. Enochian has lots of squares. Absolutely, it does. Absolutely. I don't necessarily get into Enochian. I never have. I've studied it, but I've never practiced Enochian. But from what I hear, Enochian angels show up like right away. There's no waiting for them. They are up close and personal in your face. This is what I've heard about Enochian angels. They're not actually angels either. They are some kind of other entity. Does anyone watch American Gods? You're welcome, Tosh. I'll give you the book. If you want the book, I'll give you the book. Okay. Anybody watch American Gods? Have you ever seen it? It is incredible. I am surprised that some of the stuff they show on that show. But there are other deities that you can work with. Okay, if you're a chaos magician, you can work with Roman gods, Greek gods, whoever. Okay, it's all about your propensity for doing magic, period. Okay. This follows, you ever heard of Odin? I'm sure y'all heard of the god Odin. Okay. Odin. This is a chant or a good luck ritual that you can use with Odin. Now, instead of just doing the ritual with nothing, okay, you can use a representation of Odin. All right. That would be like a statue or a picture. Have a picture of Odin on your altar. Okay. But if you play any games of luck, like pool or anything, or something that you want to win at, games of chance, there's a good luck ritual to Odin that you can use. Okay. So on your altar, have a statue or picture of Odin, and you face north Light one large candle. Okay. Almighty Odin, I call upon you to grant me great luck and complete success, which I need in winning in the name of the game or your lottery or whatever. Smile upon me this day and always, so that whatever I do will have that special touch of luck from now and always. So be it. Thank you, Odin. Thank you, O Odin, for listening to my plea. And that is it. It's called the Odin Good Luck Ritual. Love, Mr. Wednesday? Yeah. I've always thought of Nokia Angels as Matrix admin or AI. Yes, absolutely. Hello, all celestial earth goddess. You've seen there's so much information in American Gods, it's not even funny. You know, you want to see more of Bilquis, Lady Lorraine? I ain't gonna lie. That woman was fond of the moon. God damn. And they showed her at when they first showed Bilquis. I thought she was Lilith. That's what I thought she was. Until the show went on, I was like, no, she's somebody else. Come to find out, Bilquis, I think I'm saying it right. Bilquis is the Queen of Sheba. That's in the Bible. She's the Queen of Sheba. I don't think they could have had a better actress play that part. I'm like, wow. I just couldn't believe some of the scenes that they showed this woman. I was entranced. I will admit it. I was fucking entranced with her. So, yeah. Did anybody need me to repeat the Viking chant? Yeah, I said, found them. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But I was saying that, I was just saying American Gods because they have so many gods on there. And the stories are true. These guys are forgotten, you know. That's how they die. To put it short, the short version is this is how they die. They're forgotten. They're not remembered. Okay. You invoke gods and goddesses in ritual, right? That's your way. That's the act of remembrance. All right. I mean, from the Easter goddess to Bilquis, to, what was his name? Orlando Jones. What was his character's name? He was I think he was a Loa. Damn it. What was his character? He was a trickster god, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember. Damn, I can't remember. Anybody remember that? Orlando Jones's character? What was shit? Pardon me a second. Because now it's gonna bother me until I figure it out. Anansi, thank you. Spider God. Spider God. Thank you. Spider God. Anansi. Yeah. Please pronounce the Japanese. I've seen people say Japanese and now I'm Japanese. I'm not making fun of you, Lady Lorraine. I'm not. But it's funny when I see, okay, it's Javanese. Okay. A lot of people have problems pronouncing that. So let me pull it up. Javanese chant. This is the chant that you say 3 times before you go out for the first time of any particular day. Javanese chant. All right. Oh, no. I got all the spells from that island. So that's not it. All right, give me a second. Mary Alice translation. All right. Give me a second. See if I can find it. There's something else came up. I mean, I've used it so much, I probably can say it by heart. I know it goes Puchuk, Pinuk, Selara, Pinuk, Mari, Ditana, Dijari, Manis, Dudak, Rain Duck, Burdiri, Rain Duck, Aku, Jugar, Young, Dependent, Manis. That's the whole thing that I just said. Let's see how I can. The way I found how to pronounce those chants, I actually met someone who was from that region. Can you believe that? In the magic group I belong to. And she translated, she translated it for us. She was actually from the island of Java. I'm trying to make my screen bigger so I can share it with you. I got it pulled up. It's just, yeah. Zoom in. There we go. Let's go to 200. All right. Y'all still with me? What's up, Donna Dash? Namaste. The guys of Jamaica? That's what I thought so. Yeah, he is a trickster deity. Any trickster deity, please be careful with. Please. Yeah. All right, Lady Lorraine, I just realized who you were. I swear I just realized who you were. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is the Javanese chant. Puchuk, Pinuk, Silara, Pinuk, Mari, Ditana, Dijari, Manis, Dudak, Rain Duck, Burdiri, Rain Duck, Aku, Jugar, Young, Dependent, Manis. That's it. That's completely it. Do you need me to leave it there for a second? Peace and blessings, elegant granny. Peace and blessings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always a pleasure to see you. A really good offering for a Nazi that he likes is cigars with tobacco and weed. He loves stories too. You have to tell him stories. Also great at giving knowledge. Y'all heard her. If you plan on working with a Nazi or any trickster deity, please pay special attention to what they like, what offerings they like. If he gives you advice, you must follow it, or he'll punish you for ignoring him and wasting his time. If you can't follow his advice fully or want to do it differently, just tell him first. Damn. Yeah, exactly. Are y'all still needing me to leave this Javanese chant up? Did you get it? I'm going to say it one more time. Puchuk, Pinuk, Silara, Pinuk, Mari, Ditana, Dijari, manis, duda, rain dump, berdiri, rain dump, aku, chugar, young, dependent, manis. Cool? We got it? Also, working with Anansi, there will be more spiders in your house and you can't kill them. So if you hate spiders, fair warning, because that's how he'll let you know he's around. Most deities will let you know they're around. When I used to work with Papa Legba a lot, I smell cigar smoke all the time, and I hate the smell of cigar smoke. I absolutely hate it. Donna is giving y'all the formula if you're interested in working with the spider guy Anansi. She says rum and whiskey are excellent drink offerings for him. Also, when giving him food, make sure it's seasoned and cooked well and always offer with your right hand, never with your left. I think this is good advice, people. Please follow it if you plan to work. Don't be fearful of trickster deity. Just be aware that they play tricks. That's what they do. Most times, like with Papa Legba, is to teach you lessons. That's how you learn. Okay. Oh, also, I got a Frigga. Y'all heard of Frigga before? Frigga. She's another Viking deity. Okay. I'm telling y'all, these things work. Okay. It's more of a chant, but it's called the Frigga Money and Riches Ritual. And you light one large white candle and place it facing south. Okay. And you repeat the following 3 times. O great Frigga, beloved wife of mighty Odin, I beseech you to send me prosperity in every way. Money that will enable me to live a carefree, luxurious life and acquire all the possessions that will make it comfortable and satisfying. May riches flow my way on a never-ending tide of abundance. So be it. Thank you, Almighty Frigga, for listening to my plea. Okay? Because I think a lot of people want to go into the chaos magician route. I'm seeing that a lot, that people don't want to stick to one particular pantheon, and that's fine. As long as you are mentally capable, in my opinion, mentally capable. And I mean, because it's kind of dangerous to go from dead to pantheon to jump constantly. You'll never get the hang of any one pantheon if you're constantly jumping. Just my opinion. You know what I mean? If there's one that you can, build a foundation off, then do that. Okay. You can self-initiate into some systems like witchcraft. Witchcraft you can self-initiate into. Okay. And even the Golden Dawn. If you follow the Golden Dawn, there's a self-initiation ritual that you can do. Okay. But have some kind of foundation. Don't just go from pantheon to pantheon like that. You are risking your mental health by doing that. Okay. Just a warning, just a suggestion. The only deities I work with are Venus, Moon, and occasionally Jupiter and Marduk. Yup, Anansi will never scare you intentionally or cause harm to you unless angry. He's high maintenance, though, and needs attention. So if you're not able to tell him stories or handle with him, he'll bounce. And when you petition Anansi, just be very clear with what you want and what you want to keep in detail, because he'll uproot everything to help you, but you might lose what. These are a lot of warnings. Peace, Rayshawn. These are a lot of warnings, Donna. But I'm glad you're giving these people warnings. Okay? And Tosh says she can't do spiders. So can I ask Elegant Granny, what kind of class? I'm really curious. What kind of class children are learning about Anansi? By the way, which in your learned opinion is more potent, Golden Dawn or Rosicrucian magic? I say there's power in all of them. This may sound like a biased opinion, but Golden Dawn is a lot of sex magic involved with that. Golden Dawn, a lot of sex magic, right? Rosicrucian magic. You know who was a Rosicrucian? Pascal Beverly Randolph was a Rosicrucian, and he's the father. He's the father of Western occultism. Yeah, he gave a lot to the occult that we see here in the Western Hemisphere, with hardly no fucking recognition. Okay, so in order to answer that question, I would say Rosicrucian magic. Now, don't get me wrong, Golden Dawn is also power. Okay, but Rosicrucian, that's something else there. What's going on, Angelus? Would you consider the Goetia a pantheon? Absolutely. 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 Yes, I would. I'm gonna go back to the other questions. Or okay. Remember, I worked with pantheons, right? Even though I worked with pantheons, they was never all at the same time. The pantheons I worked with, like Goetia, I spent a couple years before I moved on to something else. When I was working with the ATRs, Voodoo and Kimbanda, I spent a couple years before I moved to something else. I didn't just jump constantly or day to day, just go work one day, Goetia, then this day, Voodoo. I didn't do that. Okay? I didn't do that. Not at all. I got to know the pantheon. That was me, though. But I see a lot of people being chaos magicians, and that's what they want to do, so be it. But Goetia, that was for a while. I didn't want to move anywhere else. I love the Goetia. As a matter of fact, my magic course, Magic 301, that is one of the subjects. But that is one of the classes, Goetia magic. I'm just giving out all the information because he's a nice deity to work with and have in your spiritual court, but the information isn't available. Oh, I appreciate that, Donna. You're right. There's not a lot of information available. If you're looking for a deity that can do similar things to Anansi, but is less tricky and more stable, Asaya, Anansi's mother, can do that stuff. However, she needs to be petitioned outside. Wow, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, what's up, Katrina? Namaste. It's just a story they read in one of their books for a grade. All of my students are Black boys. So, of course, they wanted me to teach them about him because they heard the name before. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Only ask because the followers of Rosicrucian magicians are putting out new books now, and I don't want to waste money. I would say look at the Golden Dawn first, because there's more information out there. You see what I'm saying? It's just way more information out there. Okay, don't forget Strange Angel. All right, and I do get your point though, Tosh. I do. Also, fair to note to everyone, just make sure that you know what African deities don't like each other, because some spirits can't stand each other, like Oshun. Right, Donna is absolutely correct. Oya and Oshun can't stand each other. They really, Bobby Hemmings even said that. You know, Bobby Hemmett said that he had pictures of them, Oya and Osh. I think it was them or Zuli and Oya or something like that. And he said one of the pictures just kept falling down. Now I don't know how true that is, but that's what Bobby Hemmett said. He said the picture kept falling down. And he was like, them two deities really straight up don't like each other. You know what I mean? So Don is absolutely correct. Your Grandmaster Reiki mentors, Rosicrucian. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Random, but is it really true that you cannot hex a narcissist? I've never heard that. I'm interested to know who told you that. I mean, you can hex anybody. Now, whether it works or not is a different story. But why wouldn't you? I don't get that one. I'm not being funny. I really ain't. Not mocking you or anything like that. I'm just, that's an interesting statement though. You can't hex a narcissist. I beg to differ. Oh yeah, Oshun, they can't stand Oba. And you don't really hear about Oba at all. You don't really hear about Oba at all. I heard the Orishas don't like when you work with other pantheons. Bobby Hemmett said he had to go to the Egyptian deity to get them off him. That's why I say don't work with them all at the same time. Now, I don't, a lot of pantheons don't mix well with each other. Like if you ask a Loa to do something for you, then you turn around and do something from the Goetia, they're gonna be looking at you like, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say work with one pantheon at a time. What's the rush? You know what I'm saying? What is the rush? I don't understand. I do, but just take your time with it. Take your time to learn the deities. I know what you meant, Elegant Granny. Yeah, they really hate Oba. Asaya is the goddess of earth, life, death, and war. She's very good, but her working space has to be with outside or a realm on the earth and not before digging into the earth and making predictions. Okay. Asaya body is the little earth, so you don't need a statue. You can, but not need it. But you have to call her name, say a chant, tell her to come to, and tell her you come to her humbly and ask for her divine help. I mean, silence two times, not at the same time, of course, one by one, but you'd be surprised at how many people jump constantly. You'd be surprised. It may sound like common sense, but a lot of people do it. A lot of people are trying to get to learn magic the fast way. It's still happening. No matter how many warnings are put out, people still doing it. So be it. I think I had another one for y'all. A lemon and pins ritual. So all you need for this one, oh wait, about the narcissist thing, I was told because they already had bad luck 9 out of 10 times. So doing spell would make a difference. Ah, I see the logic now, Angelus. I see the logic. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're working against a narcissist and they already have bad luck, because they usually do, because everything's about them. I mean, you can just make it worse. You know what I mean? You can make it worse. I don't think I hate anyone that much to just do something like that. But oh, where was I? Okay. Lemon and pins ritual. Uh, All right, so this may sound like another binding ritual. I know I spoil y'all asses with these spells I'm giving out. Yeah, work with one spirit at a time because they want to get to know you too. Exactly. For rule of thumb, I wouldn't mix African deities from different systems together. Not at all. I wouldn't do it either. I knew of a few people who unalived themselves and went back to Jesus because of mixing pantheons. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I have taught some people, taught them some powerful shit, and they went right back to Jesus and all kinds of decadent shit. Because, spiritual systems cause you to be spiritual. Okay. You can't be spiritual. You can't call yourself spiritual fucking with these spirits and go and like strip or something. It's an oxymoron. So, I mean, because with with I'm going to be honest to say this. With what Christianity teaches you is that no matter what you do, it can be forgiven by the Almighty Father. All you got to do is say, I'm sorry. Trust me, I went to Catholic school and they teach you that. Whereas spiritual systems, like if you do something like this, here are the consequences. And no, I'm not getting you out of it. You'll learn this lesson today. That's the biggest difference. I remember a nun telling us, the class, and I remember laughing at it at the time. She said, you're going to be falling out the window. This is how she put it. You're going to be falling out the window, and all you got to say is, oh my God, I'm sorry. And you'll be forgiven and get into heaven. I promise you that's not a made up story. I'm not exaggerating. And all of us laughed. Now, think about it. I was like 12, 13 at the time. We all laughed about it. As I'm older and an adult, that sounds like one of the most ridiculous things I ever heard of. All your sins will be forgiven because you're about to die. You say, I'm sorry. Oh, well, thank you, Faith. I'm a stud. Well, if you're going to mix African deities, ask the ones you're working with if it's okay. And if they're okay with you expanding, they usually will say yes after a while in your relationship. Peace, peace, peace. I'm surprised to see my sister here. Soul Scribe Amaria. What is going? We did a show, and sister, I still can't find that show. Me and her did a show where we was teaching mantras, and we actually did mantras on a radio show. And we got so much tremendous feedback for that one. I can't find it though. I would love to be able to make that available to people. But we just spent like an hour or two giving out mantras and actually chanting. Welcome, Soul Scribe Maria. Oh, damn, y'all writing a lot. Okay, Elegant Granny and Taj are having a conversation. Like if you petition Oshun, for example, wait a few days or weeks to work with a European deity, but also take your time and know the rules of both. Like never have Oshun and Oya even in the same room. I know someone was painting an Oya statue for someone. She had it in the same room as Oshun. The spirits ended up fighting and broke two glasses. Right. That's exactly right. They fight a lot. That's why I say the mythologies are important to learn because that's actual history. They're not just made up stories. Okay. These things actually happen. And those two deities don't like each other. Definitely people need to understand that it's best to start off with protection and cleansing because that's what they mainly need. Hate to say it, but yeah, absolutely. Oh, you're logging on. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would love to hear that. That had to be at least 5 years ago by now. That sounds like a child's wish, very juvenile way of thinking. I think so too. So what was I getting ready to give y'all? A lemon and pins ritual? All right. This is, I think, to bring somebody back to you. I'm starting. I get to a point where I lose track. At any time of the night of any Saturday, when the moon is waning, you get a lemon or a lime, cut it into two halves, lengthwise, with a knife or a razor blade. You cut out a portion of any old clothing, like the person's clothing, okay? Something that's used or worn close to the skin, such as panties, socks, bra, whatever. Okay? The cutting should be just enough to cover the face of one half of the lemon or lime. Okay? You soak the cutting briefly in your own urine, and you place the cloth, the cutting, between the two lemon or lime halves. Okay? With 9 new needles or pins, stick the two lemon or lime halves together from different directions. And note that the soap cloth cutting, whatever you want to call it, should be between the two lemon or lime halves as you pin them together. As you stick the pins or needles into the two lemon or lime halves, repeat these words 3 times. I prick your mind and body in their name. I prick your mind and body. You are powerless, and your mind and body will be tormented until you come back to me. Then you go and you bury that pinned up lemon lime in the garden or anywhere else near your home or house. I wait for results. Yeah. Oh, Maria, it's been that long. That's when the Magical Elite was still going on. I'm reading your comments. That's why I stopped talking. Exactly, Rayshawn. Exactly. I have stressed, read the mythologies. Okay. If you read the mythologies, you would know that Oshun and Oya have never liked each other. Okay. That's why I also stress looking at anime. A lot of occult information in anime. A lot. A whole lot. So did y'all get that lemon/lime and pens ritual? Most were afraid, according to the old church mothers I spoke to, but they said all he had to do was walk in a room and people would be healed because he was that powerful. Yeah, pretty much, Faith. That's a domination ritual, but I think it's more like come back to me. I think that it's more like that. Like they can't stray away from you. It's more, yeah, it's kind of dominating. Yeah, that's what I would call it. That Oshun and Oya fighting will always make me laugh because Oshun didn't even give Oya 5 seconds to be in the house before she started throwing hands. Those two deities are something else. Yeah, they are something else. I mean, they are something else. And another thing I want to say is please monitor your children. Don't let them follow these celebrities, please, because they are trying to program the masses to be as unhygienic and dirty as possible. Okay. You got Glorilla and her dookie stains. You can look that up. You got Young Miami and her golden showers. Okay. You got Kevin Gates and blood booty. You got B. Simone for not showering for 3 days. Not showering for 3 days. It's terrible. It is beyond terrible right now. Oh, that comment was for Tosh. Okay, no problem. No problem at all. No problem. Not a problem. What didn't I give out yet? How about candle spell to get a job? I need to mark these off as I give them to you. There's a candle spell to get a job. I think this is going to be the last one. I'm going to bounce off here. Spell should only be used after you submitted a resume or application to a job. But with a pen or a sharp knife, write the name of the company you want to work for on the side of a large green candle. On a red candle, you need to carve the victory rune. Let me show you what it looks like. Y'all have heard of runes before, right? This is a victory rune. Carve that onto the other candle. That's what the victory rune looks like. You can Google it. Okay? You can Google it. It's called the Tiwaz. On the red candle, you carve the victory rune and your full name. You burn both candles for 30 minutes on a Thursday after the sun sets, while visualizing yourself getting the kind of job you want. At the end of the 30 minutes, you snuff out the candles. Don't blow them out. You snuff them out. Okay, you either use one of those candle snuffers, or I kind of wave until it goes out. You burn those candles each Thursday. After that, for 15 minutes until they burn out or until you get the job. You dispose of the candles and leave a small bowl of milk outside overnight as an offering. And all I can think about is Pootie Tang when he left the woman a bowl of milk. Goddamn. Oh God, I was hoping you didn't hear about that. Yeah, absolutely, Angelus. They're the humiliation ritual. I get it. I totally get it. It's a 2-part ritual, though. 2-part ritual programming. It's a wonder her ass ain't on fire, her old funky self. Anything spiritual when you went to Greece as a youngster? Story time, please. Anything spiritual when I went to Greece? Only thing spiritual I can think of is I got introduced to the Necronomicon then. That's the only thing that I was young and I was worried about other things besides being independent. I was in a beautiful country. You know, we took tours all the time. We went out and ate all the time. It was a lovely place to be. You know, we partied every weekend. Remember, I'm like what 19 at the time. So I got introduced to the Necronomicon then. Sorry, I can't think of anything spiritual happening to me then. Um, drawing a blank. It really is. They saying too much, way too much. I have a question. Is a spell possible to bring more subscriber to YouTube channels? Absolutely. You can use a spell for anything. But what I would do, and I have done this, I would create a vision board and put a picture of yourself in the middle of the vision board and pictures of things you want to accomplish around you. Like, and look at it every day. That's the whole concept. Get a YouTube logo, print it out, say 1,000 subscribers or whatever you want to say. But I would do a vision board. There are like glamour spells that you can do. Didn't I give one out last week? But I would do the vision board. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Also, for anyone in the chat doing this, which I doubt, we all smart here, don't mix Lucifer and Archangel Michael. For the love of God, seen too many people doing that and getting messed up. I have never seen that. I never even heard of that. But yeah, she's right. Don't do that. Do you think the ancient ones are demonized in the Simon? Are they as devious as the mad Arab depicts, or is he hysterical? Good luck, Donna. $36 million. Okay. Good luck. To answer your question, Christopher, they do this with all deities. And I always say the more powerful the deity, the more demonized they are. Okay. When you conquer a people, when they conquered ancient civilizations, the first thing they did was turn their gods into demons. Okay? You got to be able to see past the blinds, the traps in most grimoires, most of them. All right. Take Crowley, for example. Crowley spoke in very symbolic language, very poetic language. Okay. You can't take what he says literally. Not at all. Not at all. And like I said, most grimoires, that's what the authors have done. They have put safeguards in place in their grimoires so that unworthy people will not have access to the power. Sad but true. So that's my answer to that question. Look what Tosh said, y'all. Before you go, I had another apocalypse dream, but it was water. Be careful out there, people. I rarely dream of water, but when I do, something floods. Absolutely. Yep, I seen people on TikTok using Christian deities that don't go well together. People mixing Lucifer and Jesus, and then when some shit happens, they asking for help on how to correct it. Oh man, if I come across somebody doing that, I'm gonna say good luck. I ain't giving you no kind of advice. So who the hell would tell you to do something like that? That's just beyond crazy to me. All right. So with that being said, I've been here over an hour. I thank y'all for joining me today, as always. As always, I will be back later on this week, and we shall continue this. Pay no attention to these celebrities, y'all. Please don't. Don't let your children be influenced by them. Please don't. Okay? I try not to get political on here, but some things just should be said sometimes. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm the one and only Magick La Croix. I see y'all next time. And as always, namaste. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Yeah, have a good night as well, Angelus. Thank you, Faith, Donna, Elegant Granny, Tosh, Omaria, Christopher. Did I say Faith already? Silence 2 times. Angelus. Um, everybody who came to this live today, I thank you. Ray Sean. Peace. I'm really going this time. I didn't forget you, Tosh. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna inbox you.